Let your name be glorified. Do what only you can do. Let your name be glorified in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Keep playing it. Lift up your voice. Let's glorify the name of the Lord. He's the only one who can do what no man can do. He's the only one who can do what no man can ever do. Oh, Nazugeda Benemene Valagadozas. Shkrandole Mano Rasko Pahabadazas. Ah! Lift up that voice and let's. Ah, come on, come on, come on. Na na na. Na na na. Na 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 na. Do what only you can do. Let your name be glorified in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Oh, let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Come on, lift up your voice and let's glorify him. Come on, lift up your voice and let's give him worship. He can do what no man can do. Oh, ah, 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 ah. Do what only you can do. Let your name be glorified in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. I feel God's presence, eh? Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Do what only you can do. Let your name be glorified in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. I feel the presence of God. Do what only you can do. Let your name be glorified in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified in this church. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Do what only you can do. Let your name be glorified in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. Come on, let's thank him. Come on, lift up your voice and let's thank him. Come on, lift up your voice and let's adore him. He will do that which he alone can do. Come on. 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 Oh. 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 Do that which you alone can do. Mighty God of Jacob. Do that which you alone can do, our God. Let your name be glorified. Let your name be lifted high in my life and in my days. Let your name be glorified. I want us to lift up our voices this afternoon. We are saying to Jehovah, may you do that which you alone can do. Listen, we have depended on man for too long. Man has failed us enough. It is time. Yeah. I mean, you see, we've depended so much on man, and that I believe is where our real problem lies. Is us depending so much on man, and because our focus is on man, when man fails, we think that God has also failed. Are you listening to me? We've depended so much on man that when men fail, we think God has failed. We think God has failed. I was in the shower, then all of a sudden it hit me. He said, I am too faithful to fail. He said, I'm too faithful to fail. So I started thanking him. I said, thank you that you are too faithful to be quiet. You are too faithful to fail. You are too faithful to allow my enemies to triumph. You are too faithful. You are too faithful. You are too faithful to act slow. You are too faithful. Oh God, lift up that hand with me. I want us to listen. He is too God. It just hit me. He said, I am too faithful to fail. I'm too faithful. He said, Sylvia, I'm too faithful to fail. I'm too faithful. Now, if somebody is telling you, even with man, it means that the person is sure of themselves. You understand what I'm saying? It means that the person is very sure of themselves, that if I say I'll do something, it is in my capacity to do it. You understand? Like somebody who can get up and then say, you know what? Listen, I'll give you $1 million for your project, for the church project. I'll give you $1 million. Now, the person knows what they are talking about because they know they are capable of giving it. Are you listening to me? He says, no, I will not fail. I will give it to you. It means that the person is capable of doing it. Are you listening? And so God said to me, I'm telling you, it was as loud as anything. He said, Sylvia, I am too faithful to fail. I started thanking him in the shower. Thank you that you are too faithful. And what I kept hearing myself say, I thank you that you are too faithful to be quiet. You are too faithful to be quiet on me. You are too faithful to be quiet on your children. You are too faithful. Abba, lift up that hand. He's too faithful. God, he's too faithful, to allow your enemies to triumph over you. He's too faithful to allow you to fight for bankruptcy. He's too faithful to allow you to be homeless. He's too faithful. Oh, no. He's too faithful. He's too faithful. He's too faithful for you to be walking with him, serving him, and be childless. He's too faithful. Lift up that hand. He's too faithful to give you your own husband instead of you crouching on somebody else's. He's too faithful. Listen, if God decides to give you a husband, it doesn't matter. Listen, God can change even somebody who is worse and present him to change the person and present him to you to marry you. It's not difficult for God at all. Kai. If God wants to give you, we are talking about God here. We are not talking about a man. We are talking about a God, who is faithful to his word. We are lifting up our voice and we are saying to him in 2023, Father, do something that you alone can do in my life. Come on, lift up that voice. Come on, those of you, don't just watch us. Pray with us and share the broadcast. Come on, pray with us and share the broadcast. Come on, pray with us and share the broadcast. Amen. I want to say this to us. There is this lady that called in the beginning of the year, and then she says, Mommy, I have had this thing for a very long time, but I am too ashamed to say anything. I said, what is it? She says, every month, and it's been going on for years. She says, every month before I will see my menses, some strange person will come and sleep with me in my dream, and then I will see my menses. She said, it's been going on for years. Now, she called me in the beginning of the year, and I said to her, you know what I'm going to ask you to do? She says, no, Mama. I said, but why haven't you told me all this while? She said, I don't know what it is, but I was kind of shy, to tell you. I said, okay. Now, I was quiet, and she goes, Mama, are you there? I said, yes, I'm here. She said, but Mommy, you are quiet. I said, I just want to hear what the Lord will say. I don't want to tell you something, and then, the whole thing starts again, and you say, but Mommy told me this, and, so I've made up my mind. If he says it, I'll say it. If he doesn't say it, I close my mouth. I have nothing to say. Because whatever I will say will not make any sense. And so, I was quiet. She said, Mommy, are you there? I said, yes, I'm there. And then the Lord said, tell her to faithfully pay her first fruit. Faithfully pay her first fruit. So I called her Jen. I said, this is what I hear the Lord say: faithfully pay your first fruit, and you watch God. She said, yes, mommy, I will do. So she paid her first fruit, or she offered to God her first fruit. She called me this morning. She says, mommy, I have a testimony. I said, you have a testimony? She said, yes. I said, what is the testimony? She says, mommy, in the first time in years, I had my menses without whoever comes to sleep with me came to sleep with me. Lift up that hand. Lift up that. I said, it is only God who can do that which no man can do. Lift up that hand with me. Listen, you are saying to God, those of you watching us, you are saying to God, Father, do something you have never done in my life before. Something that you alone can do. You see, if somebody buys you a car, man did it. You know, they were, helped by God and they did it. If somebody buys you a plane, But when doctors have told you that there is no cure for that thing, and doctors have given you a deadline, and everybody is trying to help, but nothing is working, it is only God. It is only God. I kid you not. Now, that is the thing I am looking for it to happen in our ministry. Not when somebody buys you a car, when not somebody buy you a plane. No. As for that one, any human being can do it. But the ones that it's impossible for man to do, impossible, so that men may know our God. Lift up that hand. You are saying to God, Father, do the impossible. Do that which you alone can do. My darling, you are speaking to that child. The boy is not listening. The girl is not listening. Hey, you have done everything. You have done everything. Nothing is working. Hey, ask God, Father, do this one. You are the only one who can cause him or her to go to bed and wake up a new person. You are the only one who can do spiritual surgeries on our bodies and leave no scar on any part of our body. It is only God who can do it. Lift up your voice. Come on. Let's begin to talk to our Father. Do that which you alone. Do that which you alone. Do that which no man can ever do in our lives. Do that which no man can ever do. Because when man does it, man will take the credit. When man does it, man will take the credit. But when God does it, every credit will be ascribed unto God. Lift up that voice. May the Lord do. In this year, may God do that which only He can do. Spirit of the living God, to that one that cannot breathe on their own, they've done everything, and even machines, Father, can't help. Breathe into that lungs, oh God. My God, somebody lift up that voice. Come on. To that one, Father, who is on that sick bed, and all hope is gone, and the doctor said it's done. There's nothing, my God, to be done. To that one, oh God, give them that miracle. Jehovah God, do that which you alone can do. To that one who don't know where money is coming from, and everything, my God, looks like it's finished. Father, bring surprise to that individual. Come on. Father, I pray to that individual, Father, who has bled for years, for months, oh God, and nothing can be done. Father, touch that one. Do that which you alone can do. Alo Shimanakato. Father, to that wife, Father, to that single husband, Father, to that single mother, Father, who has tried everything. They've come to a crossroad and there's no help. You are their helper. You are too faithful. Papa, you are too faithful to fail. Come on. Come on. You are too faithful. Father, to that wife whose husband's ministry, Father, is going downhill. because of demonic influences and attack, you are the only one that can pick it up, because you are the one that called. Come on. Come on, lift up that voice with me. Come on, lift up that voice with me. Come on, lift up that voice with me. To that one who is in so much debt that Father, they look to the right and to the left, and